Hi everyone, I'm Tony Jackson. Here is your weekly reading for the week of 18th to the 25th of March 2018. This week I'm actually going to work with and choose a card from the Archangel Michael Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. Archangel Michael, a very powerful archangel to work with, often seen in photos and pictures with a sword of light. I don't know if you can see that there, but he's kind of holding a sword up there. Some people don't like the image of a sword, so you can still work with Archangel Michael. You might just want to imagine, if you're working with Archangel Michael, that there's a beam of light coming out there, and you can place the image of the sword with the beam of light. But once you become familiar with Archangel Michael and working with his energy, you may get a visual of the sword, or some blue or purple light is often associated with Archangel Michael. And that will help you to recognize that that's the archangel that you're working with. Now, by that visual, or those colors, blue and purple, is quite often the Archangel Michael. So you can actually call on angels and archangels at any time to help you. You don't have to worry about that you're disturbing them, or you've called them too many times, or your problem isn't worth calling an angel for. You kind of just got to work with your own feeling. If you need help, then I invite you to call on the angels. There's a lot of angels. Archangel Michael is particularly good to help you with protection, removing of fear in your life, negativity. He's very good at cutting cords, negative cords, which we've probably done in another video. But today we're going to have a look at the protection, removing of blocks, fear and negativity. So Archangel Michael's very good at helping you with those, removing those from your life. So as I said, anybody can call on Archangel Michael at any time. It's just about you getting used to working with him and what he can do for you, and when you can call on him. Well, you can call on him at any time, but sometimes it's better to call on a different angel. Like if you want healing for health concerns, then you're better to call the Archangel Raphael. But through your own knowingness and your own working with the different angels, you will get used to what you need at what time and which angels you need to call on for help. But for today, we're going to do a little bit of healing work with the Archangel Michael. So firstly, what I'd like to do is actually ask the Archangel Michael for protection. Now, you can ask for physical protection and spiritual protection. So with the physical protection, I guess it's protecting your body, protecting your physical items, your house, your car, whatever you feel like you need protection within the physical world. And with spiritual protection, you're kind of protecting yourself from any negative things in the spirit world, which you can sometimes come across. And usually the basis of that is a fear that you're asking for protection. It's really that you've got a fear of something too. So are you better then to work on removing the fear than asking for protection? It's kind of just what you feel comfortable with. But I know Archangel Michael is a great angel to work with if you feel like you need protection. So today I'm being guided to say, Archangel Michael, please come in and put your suit of armor on me so I can feel protected. I'm hearing the guidance to work with Archangel Michael to cloak you in a suit of armor. A protective cloak, I'm hearing suit of armor. So you might want to feel how like a thick suit of armor is going to really protect you and keep you safe. It's more of a feeling thing. If you don't feel comfortable with suit of armor, then you can say a cloak of light. But I'm hearing the guidance just to invoke the Archangel Michael for the purpose of protection. Please bring your suit of armor for me now so I can feel protected and safe. So you can do that at any time. Archangel Michael, please bring your suit of armor, dress me in your suit of armor so I can feel very protected and safe. And you might just want to visualize that you've got a suit of armor on, and that's Archangel Michael's protection. That's one that I was hearing to work with for this week. So as I said, if you're ever fearful or feeling you need protection, ask Archangel Michael to dress you in his suit of armor. And also today we're going to ask the Archangel Michael to remove fear, negativity and blocks from our life. So what we do is we ask Archangel Michael to lend the sword of light, so you can visualize yourself holding Archangel Michael's sword of light, or you can get him to do it for you. Archangel Michael, please lend me your sword of light to cut away all fear, negativity, and blocks from my life. So you can actually be thinking of something that you want to let go of, or something that you need help with, and imagine that the Archangel Michael, or you've got hold of his sword and you're cutting away all negativity, fear, and blocks from your life. Archangel Michael, please lend me your sword of light so I can cut away all fear, blocks, and negativity from my life. It's now my free will. I'm saying this on your behalf, or you can repeat it with me or just listen to it and it'll be done for you. I'm invoking the Archangel Michael to clear out fear, negativity, and blocks from our lives. I now invoke the presence of the Archangel Michael for everybody watching, for you watching there. Lend me your sword of light. And now we cut away all fear, negativity, and blocks from our lives. It's my free will and choice to now allow Archangel Michael and the sword of light to cut away all fear, negativity, and blocks from our life. And it's our free will and choice to release them to the Archangel Michael and to the light. I often say to the light, so it really means God or the Creator, but you can say the light. You might start to feel things lifting off your life. You don't actually have to, in this case, think about what you actually want to release. You can just leave it up to the Archangel Michael. If you have something in particular that comes under the category of fear, negativity, or blocks, you can voice that to the Archangel Michael. But I'm getting the general feeling of just to ask the Archangel Michael this week to remove all fear, negativity, and blocks. Please, Archangel, I feel like doing it again. You know, we only have to ask once, but sometimes repeating it does help. Archangel Michael, please lend me your sword of light, you can say that, to cut away all fear, negativity, and blocks from my life. It's my free will and choice now to ask the Archangel Michael to lend me his sword of light to cut away all fear, negativity, and blocks from my life, and it's my free will and choice to release them to the light. Thank you, Archangel Michael. You can hand back the sword of light. I often feel actually borrowing the sword of light and using it is good, or you can ask the Archangel Michael to do that. If you don't feel comfortable working with the sword of light, he'll do it for you. Just a few little ideas there. And the other one I was getting, as I said before, is Archangel Michael, please come in and dress me in your suit of armor for protection. So it's a light suit of armor that's going to protect you. So it's quite a thick protection. So if you want stronger protection, ask for the suit of armor protection for this week and see how you go and see if you feel comfortable. If you don't, if the suit of armor feels a bit heavy, you can just ask for a light of protection. But I'm hearing the suit of armor, so I'm going to go with that and get you to try that for this week. Archangel Michael, please dress me in your suit of armor for protection, and see how you go. There may be a reason why we needed to work with that for this week. And that's the healing that I was guided to bring you for this week. So that's interesting, isn't it? How did you go with the inner child last week? That was quite interesting, wasn't it? Removing karma from the inner child. So I think there's more to come with that one. So maybe in the next coming weeks, we're going to get a little bit more about, well, before the end of the year, we might get a little bit more about the inner child, or it might be one that you need to go back to and repeat occasionally. That I'm talking about last week's reading about the inner child where we removed karma. So what I'm going to do now is just choose a card, and it usually somehow supports the healing that we just did. Archangel Michael Cards by Doreen Virtue, and with all card readings, I place the cards to my heart. This is just the way I do it. And what I do, I visualize an energy, a light coming down through my top chakras and out through the heart chakra. Visualizing that light spinning around the cards, it kind of helps bond you with the cards, and it actually helps you to begin to work with the cards as vibrational tools rather than physical cards, and you begin to see images, and you get more guidance beyond just having them as physical cards. It's because you're kind of getting them bonding with the cards at a deeper level they're telling me they become vibrational tools rather than physical cards. So just practice that one and see how it works for you. And then usually what I do, once I've done that, I just ask that the message that comes through be for the highest good in love and light for you watching at home, even though I'm reading for, I don't know what, 60 to 100 people tend to watch my videos. Be nice to get it up a bit higher, but anyway, we're happy that we got that many. What was I saying? Ask that the card be specifically for you watching, so you can actually get a message that feels quite resonant to what's going on in your life. Ask that it be for the highest good in love and light for the people watching. And let's see what happens. I often choose one from the middle. Decide to be happy now. Decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy and bliss. I am now willing to see all the goodness in my life. So isn't that interesting? Do you know what? Sometimes I feel like I want to read it from the guidebook. This is one of those times where I like to read it from the guidebook. Now, what was the card's name? Decide to be happy now. Well, there's quite a lot there. Let me read it to you. The angels have heard you and are answering your prayers. Instead of making your happiness contingent upon the future, you can decide to be happy now. One way to do this is to focus on everything and everyone for whom you feel grateful. What is working well in your life? What are your blessings and strengths? By allowing yourself to experience joy and pleasure now, you become empowered. Take control of your life and prevent outside influences from determining how you feel. And then it's got a little sub thing, possible other meanings for the card. Detach from drama, expect a miracle, write a gratitude list, maintain positive thoughts about this situation, open your heart to love. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy and bliss. I am now willing to see all goodness in my life. I kind of feel like, because we were working with the Archangel Michael earlier, it kind of felt like there's a little bit of heavy energy around in people. So we worked with that already by releasing fear blocks and negativity, plus coating yourself in a suit of armor. I mean, that's usually a higher level of protection where you maybe are around negative people or a lot of fear and you need that stronger protection. And that's why we're using that stronger protection this week. And the card seems to suggest to me that there's a bit of heavy energy around people and they need to just, even though those negative situations are going on, decide to be happy within all that negativity, because that can actually lift your vibration and change your outer circumstances. So no matter what's going on sometimes, I mean, we've got to feel the negativity sometimes, because then we have the choice to change that negativity into happiness and joy. And really, we just got to look in the face of the unhappiness and feel happy, if you know what I mean. It's just a choice within you. So sometimes we can't wait for the outside circumstances to change and make us happy. We've got to flip it within ourselves and say, okay, regardless of what's going in my life, I'm going to choose to be happy anyway. And that's the message for this week. Kind of all bonds in well together. So I hope you enjoyed working with that process. I feel like doing the sword cutting again. I might need to do it once more for myself. Let's just do it one more time. So what we did for this week is we had the Archangel Michael with his sword of light, and we invoked the Archangel Michael. Please, Archangel Michael, lend me your sword of light to cut away all fear and negativity from my life. Lend me your sword of life to cut away all fear and negativity from my life. Fear, negativity, and there was something else. Fear, negativity, and I've forgotten. Fear and negativity from my life, and free will and choice to release that to the light. And also, Archangel Michael, please lend me or dress me in your suit of armor to keep me nice and protected for this week. Now, you can ask for the suit of armor as many times as you like. I got the feeling it lasts around 24 to 48 hours, but I mean, you can ask it for a longer period of time, and then it's good to ask for it again later. Fear, negativity, and blocks. Fear, negativity, and blocks. That's what we had to remove, so I remembered. So Lovely to spend this time with you. I've enjoyed this week's reading. I might go and repeat it a few more times for myself, actually, the removing of fear, negativity, blocks. Thank you very much, Archangel Michael, and you can give back the Sword of Light. And as I said, if you don't want to use the Sword of Light yourself, you can just ask Archangel Michael to do it for you. Thank you very much, Archangel Michael, for being with us. Thank you very much, and we return the Sword of Light. And we look forward to seeing what's coming up next week in next week's reading. So lovely to spend this time with you. I've enjoyed sharing that with you. And if you're at all interested in a private session or a private reading with me, I do a lot of different things just depending on what you need. You can book that through my webpage. I'll leave the link below. If you have any questions, just leave it in the messages wherever you see this video, or I'll leave my email address if you have like a personal question that you'd just like some guidance with. But other than that, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and we'll thank the Archangel Michael once again. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Okay, bye for now.